This is probably my 7th attempt at making this video. It's currently 7 p.m. Wednesday, November 2nd, 2016. In this video, I will be talking about my CAS experiences, and issues I have with them, and how I intend on overcoming them, and just generally my current thoughts on them and how my progress is going. So for my first CAS experience, I have boxing, which I will start going to next week, hopefully. Issues I thought I would have was having to explain to my coach what CAS was and exactly like everything, because since he's a Mongolian, I thought I would have to translate everything. But no, there was already a form. The signature form was already in Mongolian, so that was a pleasant surprise. So I could just get him to read it and sign it. I have previous experience with boxing, about maybe a year, but I haven't been going very consistently, so that is why I want to go back to getting into boxing as an excuse. So another problem I have with boxing currently is that it's quite far away, and it's near the Sukhbutter Square, and the classes start at about 5:30. Getting there in time shouldn't be that much of an issue. I can just get home. Maybe I have an hour to myself to maybe study and whatnot, and then I will leave. It shouldn't take that long for me to get there. I can get somebody to drop me off, but the problem is getting back, which is the classes would probably end at about 7. So at 7, it's currently winter, so it's going to be very cold, and I'll have to probably take a bus. I mean, I say probably, I will have to take a bus, because I remember I have gone to this place before, about a year ago, and I would finish at about 7. I'd walk down to the bus stop, and usually the bus wouldn't never come, so I would have to walk from like there to the KFC area near the library, and then take a bus from there. So yeah, that takes up a big chunk of my time, which in DP where time is very precious. It's a bit of a problem. So most teachers encourage coming every single day. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do that. I will have to come in 3 times a week, as opposed of 6 times a week, like most kids do, who are better organized than I am. And so that'll be on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'll start next week. Another CAS experience I have is my fitness program that is at school. Currently, we are swimming in the new pool and we're learning the basics of swimming, I suppose. And that's been quite fun. Going in the pool is quite fun, but very tiring. Yeah. Jin, I also joined Global Issues Network. The meetings, I had a meeting today during lunch. During this meeting, I signed up for going one of these upcoming Saturdays or Sundays to go to the book clubs where a certain number of group of us would go to a Mongolian school, and we would help the students there to improve their English through the use of through fun activities, like maybe we would read a fun book, and there were a lot of ideas pitched to us, and I will hopefully get them up soon, but they haven't been emailed to me yet, so I will list them off once I get them. I joined ISCMS this year as well as last year. Last year I went, and this year the meetings have been after school on Wednesdays. I have missed the last two. Today I couldn't go because there were no CCAs because the three-way conferences were happening after school. So ISCMS was cancelled. We are currently learning the songs that we are going to sing when we eventually go to China to perform. I don't know exactly where. Last year I went to Zhuhai to perform in a choir. So yeah, a problem I hope that I won't have is, well, I will probably have it, is that last year when I went to ISCMS, I fell behind on a lot of my subjects, which is supposed to be expected. So I hope a portion of the time we're gone will be during the weekends. So yeah. And also learning the new songs is quite difficult, and there's only another male singer in the choir. Most of them are girls, so it's kind of hard to sing and find my match pitch with everyone. Because yeah, it's just easier to have a male person there but the other guy, Ignacio, he is not always there because he has to go to debate. So yeah. Round Square Leadership. I joined Round Square Leadership this year. I was also in Round Square Leadership last year. Currently we are having our meetings on Tuesdays after school. In the meetings we usually have group discussions about current topics in the school, like the cafeteria, or like what we can do to improve, or we would talk about like what leadership is, like what is the definition of leadership for us. Also, sorry, this is hopefully I get more used to doing this reflection sort of thing, more like with a better flow, because it's kind of hard for me to organize everything. Please give me feedback on how I can improve my reflection for the next one. I will probably be doing one again soon. Also in the gin meeting, we discussed about the gin tournament. So yeah, I will probably volunteer for that. That is also, oh yeah, I volunteered to help in the U.S. college fair, where colleges came from the U.S. and then they had a sort of fair in the new gym. Well, not in the new and old gym, the secondary gym, and my job was basically to be an usher. So the people who were coming in, I had to greet them and tell them where to go, where to register, and also I had to give out shoe covers. I don't know what they're called. I mostly spoke to them in Mongolian. It was a little challenging at first because strangers were coming in, and also some people I knew, and having to like talk to them from that being like, excuse me, can you please wear your thing, and like try to be very professional, was somewhat hard. But I got to meet a lot of new people from a different school who was also volunteering and helping with the U.S. Fair. So I got to meet a lot of new students that didn't go to our school. So a reflection for my reflection is probably the next time I do this reflection, I should probably write up a list of topics that I would go over. So that might lead to a more structured video. So yeah, this first reflection, yeah.